Okay. Sometimes I gotta pop out and show niggas.
All right. Everything is everything. Back again with my boy Shaq. It's your boy Elo, and we're gonna get into some topics today. Talk about some things that been going on in the world, and talk about some personal things as well. All right, bro. So, what's the last song you listened to?
Ooh, that's crazy. Some R&B shit. Cause I was like in the shower before I, like play music while I'm in the shower and shit. I think it was like Jagged Edge or some shit. Promise.
Alright, so that's just like normal shower music or?
No. It's getting started crazy right now. I'm trying to be real, I'm trying to.
I mean, that's classic, bro. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you get older and it's like, I don't know, all of the songs that your parents used to play or that you think was like whack or corny, you know what I'm saying? I'll be right.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
All that Magic 102, bro. I used to hate that station, but now it's like
play that.
Yeah. All right. What's your earliest musical memory?
Okay, so I watch a podcast, right? And I think like I forgot which one it was.
By the way.
For sure, my boy.
Hey, everything's everything.
Plug right quick. But plug in the plug. That's crazy. But I forgot which episode it was. But I think we were saying like our generation. I think all kind of like got introduced around the same little era. But I think for me it was like 50, like that Get Rich or Die Trying. Like I remember when he first came out, that was like the first time I was really like, oh, like this is something for real. Like of course you hear rap like Tupac and Snoop Dogg, like you hear the songs and stuff like that, but I think when 50 came out, that was the first time I was like, oh, he's a rapper.
Like that's the first time you kind of like, okay, because one of my other questions is like, it leads right into it, but when's the first time you listen to a song on purpose? So, we grow up and, music is around us, we black, hip hop is around us, there's not really a time where you just like, oh, but, you usually had that first moment where you're old enough to be like, man, let me go search up this song. Like, YouTube had probably just came out, saying, so let me go search up this song and listen to it. Like, let me take my brother's CD player and listen to the song.
I think like the radio, bro, it was like hoping this song will play. It'll be like, you feel what I'm saying? Like it'll be like Many Men, 50 Cent, or like 21 Questions, like that. Like wanting to hear that song. Like, of course, like what's that? Ghost Shot. It's your birthday. Which one is that?
That's In the Club.
In the Club. Like, yeah, that was like hot and shit like that. And, you're repeating it, but Many Men, it was just so like. And he kind of singing on that whole too a little bit, like harmonizing and shit. Yeah, it's like it was, and I like.
It was like violent, but it wasn't the normal type of. It was like hopefully I don't have to do this to you, but I will if I have to,
Many men wish death upon me, like let him but he's like still like kind of harmonizing a little bit. That era right there, like when 50 came out, that was when I was like, okay. Then he was on like Street Flavor. I don't know if you remember that shit.
Oh hell yeah, Street Flavor.
Yeah, because
Saturday night.
Every Saturday, really Sunday, like midnight Saturday night. That used to be the shit. That was like the first, and I think that was like the first time I really even got introduced to Street Flavor was like watching the Many Men video and shit like that.
Did you fuck with G Unit as a whole, or it was just 50?
I mean, you fuck with 50 Cent, then I fuck with Lloyd Banks, and then what's that nigga name?
Yeah, Young Buck.
Buck was hard. Buck got some shit though.
That's probably the one I have listened to the least of, but yeah, he was hard though.
Tony Yayo was the one you listened to the least, nigga.
Yeah.
Now Yayo is like cool, he's loyal, like his interviews be cool than a bitch, like his perspective and his stories is live. But rapping and G Unit, it was 50, Banks, then Buck, then Yayo. Then when Game came, Like they had some shit playing for real. Like G-Unit really had shit on lock for a minute. Like
clothes,
the shoes, yeah. I'm like, hold on, like the shoes is actually pretty cool though.
The video game,
bro. The bulletproof video game. Yeah. Hey, yeah, if you know, you know.
They did have shit on lock. Let's be real. If y'all went through 2003, man, the greatest year.
The bulletproof video game. It was hard because you could fucking unlock videos as you playing the game and stuff like that. So that kind of like even got me, like introduced me to some of the other songs that I didn't really hear, like "Smile" by Lloyd Banks. Like that was like for the ladies. Like it was like, okay, he got a little versatility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that gets me into my next question. If you had 5 albums,
I was thinking about this too. I was thinking about it and I still didn't even come up with it as I was thinking about it. Because like I said, I be watching, and so I know that's like one of the questions that you ask. And I was like, damn, what fucking albums would I? But I didn't even think about it. So okay, let's think about it now. So 5 albums
for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life. Sheesh, that's hard. Any album too, huh?
Any album, any genre, something like you stuck on the island. And that's hey, crazy. You open up your shit, you got some water, you got some food, you got 5 albums and a CD player.
Speaking of CD player, I remember for 1 year for my birthday, bro, I got a CD player and Usher Confessions for the CD. Like, so I think like just off the strength of that alone, that gotta be one of the albums, okay. Just cause for
that's
sure.
Confessions had the world in a chokehold for a minute. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Usher is no need to even.
We're gonna talk about some R&B artists.
Yeah, he's up there. This is hard, bro.
Okay, so we got Usher. We playing
Usher Confessions for sure. That's like for the R&B tip. I need a mix of a lot of different stuff. So, do mixtapes count?
Yeah, if it's a project, a body of work.
A body of work. I'ma say the Drought 3 by Wayne. Cause it's like disc 1, disc 2. I get a lot of Wayne that I can live off of.
What's some of the standout tracks on Drought 3? Cause those are
Upgrade You. He had a couple shit. That joint he rapped on T.I. Big Things Poppin'. He got that whole shit.
Now I know what you're talking about. I remember that now.
It's like it's hella songs on there, so they give me a lot of Wayne.
The Drought 3. All right.
I need some gospel.
Okay.
I need some gospel. I'm trying to think where to go with it though.
Gospel has not entered the chat up to this point.
It's a Kirk Franklin joint. Cause you
gonna do gospel?
I forgot the name of this particular one, but it's like it got like Imagine Me on there. It got a couple joints on there, so I'm gonna take that Kirk Franklin album. I forgot the name of it. We'll figure it out.
Kirk Franklin, Spot 3. We'll find
we gotta find
post.
It. Yeah.
We'll find it.
Yeah. This is where it get tricky, bro. I need something to keep me like grounded and keep me like on the mission a little bit. I think like To Pimp a Butterfly.
The Kendrick?
Yeah, something like that. Go To Pimp a Butterfly. Of course, like Good Kid, Mad City is probably like his best work, but To Pimp a Butterfly.
This is what you gotta listen to
for the rest of my life.
Forever.
Right.
So
To Pimp a Butterfly. That makes sense. Damn, this is tough, bro. I'm gonna just tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like Cole, Drake. Then I'm thinking like Michael Jackson and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
bro, you already. Now you want to start saying these names now?
No, I mean, of course I've had them in my head, but I'm saying like, what I've said already is like solidified. I'll take those. I can live off those.
So who you got?
Wayne, Drought, Usher, Confessions, Kirk Franklin,
Kendrick,
To Pimp a Butterfly.
Do you really want a Drake album? And it's funny.
Listen.
That kind of gets into the next part, but do we really want a Drake album? I mean, Drake is talented. He's still Drake for a reason.
I've listened. I can't cap. Like like everybody listen to Drake. Let's not get it twisted now. The nigga got all these damn streams for a reason. Like
For a reason.
it's not like niggas not listening.
Yeah. What, you don't want no pop, you don't want no country, you don't
Hell
want
no. I ain't got no affinity to country like that.
You don't want
Pop,
no...
if I go pop, they gotta be like Mike or something. I gotta go Mike Jack. But then it's like which album? It's like which one? Like Off the Wall is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bad is crazy.
We got it Off the Wall from past podcasts.
I'm gonna go Bad.
Michael Jackson Bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson Bad.
Interesting list.
Yeah. Just a little variety of different stuff. So like,
Give me
you know what I mean?
Honorary 6-man.
Ooh. A Lou Will, a Jamal Crawford, a Manu. Damn, that's hard. I went back and started listening to Wiz again, like his old shit. Ooh. Like Cushion Orange Juice and Taylor Alderdice and stuff like that.
Ain't nobody gonna blame you for putting Wiz in that for real, because that's...
Bro had the game in the chokehold for a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, since I've been on it, I'm gonna put Cushion Orange Juice in there, man. Cause that got like a little staple in my life. Like it's like a time capsule. I can go back and remember all of the time. It's like,
yeah, man. I think once you really take a step back and look at that list, it kind of makes up you, in a way. Like
yeah,
that
no cap,
a representation. So I mess with it. You know what I'm saying? If I was you, I'd probably throw some Weeknd in there or something. But that's just me, I mess with the Weeknd.
Hey, I fuck with the Weeknd though.
I fuck with the Weeknd.
I fuck with the Weeknd. Like when he first came out, like House of Balloons, like I used to listen to that shit like Chopped and Screwed and shit. Like
Chopped and Screwed.
Yeah, hell yeah. Even like that Dirty Diana is that the one he did?
Yeah.
Like he went
Michael
crazy.
Jackson cover?
Yeah, like he come on now, let's not get it twisted. Like
it's funny because I got into the Weeknd. That's one of my favorite artists. I got into the Weeknd after I didn't like the Weeknd at first. A lot of dudes that I messed with, I didn't like him at first, but I didn't like the Weeknd at first because I thought he was crying too much, man. He was that Kissland and that early stuff. I mean, House of Balloons was cool, but it was a little too much. But once Wicked Games, like it was something about that song that just like
that's him and Drake, right?
Nah, Wicked Games is just him.
It's just him? Okay.
My girl back home.
Okay, yeah, that's hard.
And I just kept listening, I was just like, damn, bro, he really pouring his heart out on there. And after that, Beauty Behind the Madness and Starboy and
I like Starboy. I like that song with Drake. I mean with Kendrick. It's like this shit is like these niggas living rent free.
All right, bro. You know what? So we gotta go and do it, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's get to it.
The Drake and Kendrick beef.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I've been waiting to talk about this and really get it out. I actually went on a podcast. Shout out to Ariel Douglas, his podcast. I went on there, we talked about it. So this is like in the middle of the beat. This is like before, I think it was before Euphoria.
Okay. After Push-Ups.
This might have been before Push-Ups too. It
was
a minute ago. I'm trying to think of where we was.
That's really before it started, honestly.
Well, like that started it.
Okay, not before it started, but like before it like.
Because once Euphoria dropped, it started. Everything started happening right after that. Like it was.
Push-Ups was like. It opened the door for. Well, I don't want to say open the door because like that opened the door. Yeah. Push-Ups was like Kendrick getting out of bed. Like okay, for real. Like let's get it started. No.
Push-Ups.
Kendrick. Like push-Ups is him responding, but he's responding to so many different people.
True.
Like you know what I'm saying? I say it's Kendrick getting out of bed because it's like once he put out Euphoria, it was.
Yeah, it was up.
But I will say this: when Push-Ups, well, okay, I don't know how you want to start from like that. You want to start from Buried Alive, like where you know,
we about to go back to 2011. We about to go back to the real beginning of the beat.
Yeah.
All right, but I want to talk about Like That first because I remember my homie Frankie calling me talking about, hey man, Kendrick just dissed the big three.
Well, wait, okay, that's what I was finna say.
Yeah,
you kind of got to start with first person shooter.
Okay, that's true.
You kind of like that's
first person
what
shooter.
Yeah.
Kendrick, Drake. Apparently, we know now that Wait, did I say Kendrick? J. Cole, Drake. We know now that Kendrick was supposed to be on that song.
Yeah, I guess the feature request or whatever.
Yeah, that was the feature request that Drake reached out to Kendrick, like, hey, we trying to do a Big 3 song. And I think it's like Drake, over the last few years, Drake has kind of been kind of on the down slope. Not a plummet, but a down slope. I think with this last album, For All the Dogs, it's been like, all right, well, let me give him a little bit of this. Let me do a song with Yeet. Let me do a song with Bad Bunny. Let's just hit all the bases. And it kind of came out to be somewhat mid. I think this was another tactic, like, let's get the Big 3 all together for the first time, really. And Kendrick didn't want to do it. And I think Kendrick said no. At the same time, he like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still got, like you said in the song, we got some shit to address.
It's still, yeah.
And I think what offended Kendrick is that they did the song and they put it out anyway with just them two. And then J. Cole on here talking about, it's the Big 3, like we started a league. And Kendrick like, bruh, I'm supposed to be on this song. Like, bruh, fuck y'all. Like, it's really just me. Like, let me really come in and show y'all like what it's supposed to be. Yeah. So I think that's kind of how it kind of got started.
Like, okay, when First Person Shooter came out, I'm like, well, okay, to kind of address everything you said, like Drake being on like the little downslope or whatever, which is like, I agree with. Like, I'm trying to think. I didn't really fuck with For All the Dogs. I didn't really fuck with Honestly Nevermind. His shit with 21 was cool. He had some shit on there. It was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool. It was cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it was mid. It was cool. But Honestly Nevermind and For All the Dogs, it was kind of mid. I even fucked with Certified Lover Boy.
I did not.
I fucked with CLB. It had some shit on there.
I'm on record saying Yebba's Heartbreak is the best song. The song Drake is not on is the best song on the album.
I'm not mad at you for saying that, because Yebba's Heartbreak is
that's great.
Such a beautiful song.
Beautiful. But I think the one before that is probably the last time I was like, I think Scorpion's the last time I was really impressed by Drake.
Nah, Scorpion is hard. Scorpion is hard. I like how he got like, it's like a double album, rap shit, R&B type shit. Like, I fuck with it, cause what Kendrick said, I like Drake when he's singing and shit like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like,
I don't like Drake when he act tough.
Yeah, but I do fuck with Mob Ties though, even though it's a reference. But
yeah, that's the messed up thing about it. A lot of the great songs that he's done,
it's like,
Mob Ties
is this you?
Yeah, now we got a question for real, not just like on some,
Yeah, but no, I mean, so he has been on like this little downward trajectory, I could say. So now when First Person Shooter came out, I was like, okay, I fuck with the song, but I already knew. I'm like, bro, Kendrick is not gonna like this shit. Like, I already knew it was gonna be. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas sitting up here.
See, I didn't look at it like that. I didn't think about Kendrick. Other than, they mentioned him, but
I for sure peeped it like Kendrick was gonna be on some like, y'all niggas on some friendly shit type. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's 3 girls left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. Like, I knew that's how he was gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Because, control. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right. Like, we can't go back. Control came out in 2013.
He told y'all, I'm trying to make sure that your core fans never heard of you niggas. Even though it's like, like, it's some hip hop competition shit, but it's like, when you say that, it's like, nigga, you saying I am the best. Me. Not a committee of motherfuckers, not all of us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he kind of set the precedent a decade ago of like, this is a competition, I want to kill all of y'all, and I'm gonna be the best and all of that. And yeah, so that makes sense that that would rub him the wrong way. Yeah. So did you see everything coming after that?
I didn't see him coming out. I didn't see,
well, at least referring to just like that.
No, I did not see that coming, but I wasn't surprised when it came out. Okay, I was surprised that he did it on Future's album, Future and Metro.
Out of all,
right, that let me know, like, oh, Future in the beef, like Metro in the beef, like, it's like, hold on, like, because when you do it on another nigga's song like that, it's kind of like you stamping it, like, they know, Future know,
they heard the verse,
they like, they know that's what's going on, like, you feel me? So I was like, oh shit. So then, he going along, like, the song, like, fuck the Big 3, it's Big Me, like, I'm like, okay. So now I'm like, Is J. Cole gonna respond? I know Drake is gonna respond.
I know Drake is gonna respond. That's I know he's gonna
respond. I knew he was gonna respond.
Okay.
I didn't know necessarily if Cole was gonna respond. Now, we kind of got a sidebar before we continue to talk about Cole and him. You know what I'm saying? So he responds with the 7-minute drill.
Yes.
Which
I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
The second verse. That first verse, it was like the beat was trash.
Okay.
I was like, come on, Cole, bro. You been talking all of this, waiting for a nigga to test you. Like, I'm the best nigga. I feel like Muhammad Ali. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the king of this rap shit. Like I just felt like he could have, at least the beat, bro. At least the beat could have been a little better. You feel me? Like, that first beat was just too like cartoony and, But then the second, the beat switch, it was like a little more grimy and shit. I was like, okay, I fuck with this. And I get like, okay, like that was kind of like a little light jab. Or I don't want to say a light jab. It was like a straight, like a hard straight. Like,
yeah, the kind of
nigga
like, oh.
Yeah, nigga's big knee. What the fuck is you talking? You know what I'm saying? And I think like Cole came back with like a little light jab, like, oh, is this what we doing type? Like, is this what we finna, And then it get to the apology after that. He apologizes on stage. Just like one of your intermissions.
Immediately turn to drugs.
I need dope.
Alright, bet. So
the apology.
The apology.
Yeah.
The most unprecedented thing probably. It's so many unprecedented things that come from this entire beef, but that's the first one that we just like, we ain't seen this before.
Okay, I was finna say, it's unprecedented in rap, but I don't think it's out of character for Cole.
True. I agree with that. J. Cole has always come off. I think that's one of the reasons he had so much success, because he's like a normal dude with normal emotions, and he's not a killer, he's not a lover boy. He just like an everyman, like the top of the everyman, and he kind of speaks for like the people for real. So
yeah,
him being like a genuine dude with real morals, like he's like, man, I ain't fucking with this.
Yeah, because his thing was like in Fire Squad. His thing was like, I'm coming here. I'm taking a crown, and then I'm like breaking the crown. Like, it ain't no more kings. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit. Like, that's what he was saying at the end of that song. So I think that's the like approach that he's kind of like, yeah, nigga, I done came and took the crown, but I ain't even in competition with you niggas. Like, I'm not even, And so
okay.
So I wasn't. I'm surprised that he did it, but I'm kind of not surprised at the same time.
Yeah, like when I heard it, I wanted to be like, bro, what is you doing? Matter of fact, I was with my homies and I'm just like, cause it looked like it was about to be a 3-way beef, and I'm like, all right, he's done. He killed himself basically. Like,
yeah,
it was 2 dudes. It was a bunch of dudes about to fight. And he like, I don't want to fight. Boom, and just shot himself. And this is like, well, now y'all gotta fight.
That's crazy, dog.
Like, that's how it looked.
Yeah, hindsight, that was the right thing for him to do though, because as personal as it got, I don't think he didn't feel as strongly as they did. I think with Kendrick and Cole, it's more competition of this rap shit. With Drake and Kendrick, it's what we got. You get what I'm saying? It's like personal. You get what I mean? Personal. I hate the way that I hate
animosity.
You type.
Yeah. I think with Cole and Kendrick, it's a respect factor there. And I think you can hear it in 7-minute drill. That's why people didn't like it.
Yeah, he didn't really want to, and he said it in the apology, like he didn't really want to do it. He felt pressured by everybody, like, you really gonna let like whoopie-woo. So I mean, like, and at the end of the day, you gotta respect it. Like, hey, that's what you feel like doing. That's what you talk to him about it. Like, he called him. Like, it's like you respect that man to man or whatever. I mean, I didn't really want to see. Well, of course you want to see him go at it. Like, you want to see you know what I'm saying? But I don't want like Kendrick and Cole to be at odds. I want the motherfucking album.
Fuck that.
I need the album.
It's
Nigga,
not
but
coming
you
out.
know it's not.
It's
I'm
not
on the.
coming out.
I already know it's not. But
That's what you would want.
That's the-
rather than
them beefing. I would want a joint album from them rather than them beefing.
in an alternate universe. What would that beef look like? I mean, I don't see how interesting it could really be. Because let's be real, these are two of the more boring dudes when it comes to like extraneous shit in hip hop. These dudes just rap. Kendrick and J. Cole just rap.
Yeah,
So
I get what
are
you're saying.
they
It'll like be more bars than like.
which is what you want, but then
You still want some of that. You still want some of that.
And now, you know, with the Drake shit, you know, we got into the mess.
And then that's when we can make that. You know what I'm saying? Turn back to okay. Now the next thing to come out of that was push-ups.
Yeah, push-ups.
Push-ups. Now, when I first heard it, I remember like, I ain't gonna lie, with a lot of these songs, whenever I played them, it was like 30 minutes. The song had been out for 30 minutes, 45 minutes and shit. Like I was like, I guess because I be on YouTube so much,
Yeah.
I'd be scrolling and be like, oh, these niggas just dropped. So I played push-ups. I remember I just came back from the gym. My brother and my cousin was here. And I just played it. And at first I was like, I ain't really fucking with it like that. But then I played it again and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, he's getting at a lot of different people because he's like, you know, the whole Drake and Thanos thing, because all of these niggas, you know, Rocky, Ross, that's something else we didn't even talk about too. Like Ross getting in the mix, like it's just crazy.
The
like,
beefs within the beef.
Yeah, it's like all of these other characters and stuff like that. All of these other Avengers.
So you didn't like it at first, and then you realized, because I think when I first heard push-ups, I mean, it was impressive, and it really was like, damn, Drake really, you know, Drake ready, you know?
Yeah,
He not playing. I mean, it's like, it's Kendrick, but it's like, okay, Drake is ready.
Yeah.
He got something to rap about, and it's all these other dudes coming at him. So now we wondering, like, man, he gonna rap at all these dudes, and he still got to fight off Kendrick, which is his own beast, his own entity, and all these other dudes at the same time. So it was impressive. Push-ups was impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
The lines were memorable at the time, at least. The size 7 men's on.
Yeah.
Metro, shut your whole ass up.
It makes some beats. Yeah.
Like he had memorables. It was a good beat. It was everything you think you would get out of a Drake diss.
Yeah.
And even the threat of a back-to-back, because at the end of that song we heard a snippet of Family Matters, and we didn't know it was Family Matters at the
that
time.
we didn't know. Yeah.
And you know that drop.
So
it's like, okay, and then after that,
Tailor-Made
freestyle.
Tailor-Made.
This, a lot of people say this is where the beef really. This is what made Kendrick
go personal.
Well, no, not just that. Yeah, a lot of it is there. It's actually in push-ups when he mentioned I be with somebody guard like Whitney.
Yeah.
Whitney is Kendrick's
wife,
mother of his kids, and then so he says the name of Kendrick's wife, then he doubles down, disrespects hip hop pretty much, which is a silly thing to do when you're a rapper.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Kendrick. I'm gonna do the Tupac AI thing. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Snoop Dogg.
So
when
I
first
heard that,
when I first heard the like AI shit, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I didn't know really how to feel. I'm like, it's kind of impressed. Like, I don't want to say impressive, but it's kind of like it was kind of clever. Like, okay, like, nigga, you supposed to be the spawn of Tupac and the king of West Coast. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add these niggas on there. These niggas that you look up to. But then at the same time, I had to think back. I was like, bro, if Pac was alive, Drake would not be a nigga that he would fuck with.
not at all.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it kind of, realizing that, it kind of like, and then Snoop Dogg is still alive. So it's like, it's like distasteful a little bit.
Yeah, it was more distasteful than it was what it was supposed to be.
Well, yeah, it was
like
supposed to be like
this, and the real, like, I'm going at you. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna disrespect you and disrespect everybody you fuck with, and unknowingly have a lot of motherfuckers turn on me.
It kind of like backfired on him a little bit.
Sure.
That AI shit backfired on him for sure.
That backfired harder than the Whitney line, because the Whitney line turned Kendrick. the Tupac shit turned
everybody else. Yeah, it was like, okay, nah, nigga, you tripping. That's why I was like, nah, nigga, you tripping.
It's easy to just be like, okay, yeah, we not fucking with Drake no more. So the freestyle. After that, we didn't get anything else from Drake.
It had been like 11 days.
Yeah, this is when I don't know. Academics was doing the countdown. Everybody was clowning Kendrick. I was watching a lot of content about, man, like Kendrick gotta respond. Kendrick's looking
everybody,
like this.
everybody was saying that, bro. Everybody was like, Kendrick can't respond. Yeah, Kendrick can't. Woo. I'm in my head. I'm like, yeah, Kendrick got to drop. I'm like, but I'm knowing that he like, come on, bro, he's gonna drop. Like, come on, bro. You really think he's not gonna drop? Like in the moment, I'm like, come on, bro, it's Kendrick, bro. Like.
He kind of started it.
He's good. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't think he's gonna fucking drop? Like, he's gonna say something, nigga. He's gonna, like, it took him a little while. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But
in
beef time.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, okay, the Taylor made, you know, the whole reference to Taylor Swift, like, you know, you gotta wait for her to come out and do whatever, which is crazy because, you know, all of the beef songs kind of took over the charts after they came out, especially Not Like Us. Yeah. Which we, you know, we'll get there in a little minute.
And shout out to $1 Million Baby that
just in the mix through all of that shit. $1 Million Baby. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucking TikTok and fucking YouTube, all them damn shorts and reels and shit.
I remember when first time I heard that shit, I'm like, hold up, this song kind of. I'm watching the reel, I'm like, hold
on, what's the song? Yeah,
what's the song?
They show the shit at the bottom. I'm like, hold on, $1 Million Baby.
Yeah, that. But yeah,
I'm right along with you with that. Shout out to bro, whoever that is.
Yeah.
Bro
was a nobody. Now he up there now.
Yeah, I listened to like some of his previous songs. You know, they wasn't really, you know, but $1 Million Baby hard.
Waiting on Kendrick to drop.
Now I'm gonna tell you, it was a Tuesday, I think, bro.
Oh yes,
Tuesday. Bro, I remember because this was like, I'm a teacher, so I'm like in class. I had just dropped my kids off at their elective. Yeah, and so I'm, you know, this is my conference period. You know what I'm saying? My time to like, you know, do whatever. So I'm like, I go back to my class and I'm just, you know, scrolling and I see Kendrick drop. I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to this. Like right now. So I put my, you know, AirPods on and I'm listening. I'm like, oh snap. And the first thing that got me was the Teddy Pendergrass joint, bro. That's like the beat he rapping on in the beginning. Of Euphoria.
That's Teddy Pendergrass?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. And I'm like, and it's like, I don't know, like that part right there, and he rapping so chill, and then all of a sudden he just started going in like. So
the first initial part that
you talking about that part? I'm talking about the rewind shit, the shit ain't going backwards.
Well, that part we later kind of, you know, found out later. I'm just talking about the soft part before the horns come in.
Yeah.
Where the superpowers get neutralized part.
Yeah.
This is Kendrick's introduction to beef. He's never been in a beef other than Control, and that's not a beef. That's just him going at everybody. But this is Kendrick's introduction to beef. Like, non-sneak dissing.
Yeah.
Right? So in my head, I'm like, what are we about to get? 6 minutes, nigga. Like, what? Like, he got a lot to say in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And so he comes in kind of chill on some like, I'm like, this sounds like an album song. Like, what are you doing, Kendrick?
But I fuck with it because it's that Teddy Pendergrass caught me off rip.
Yeah.
And he rapping so chill on it, but it's like I fuck with the flow. It matched the, you feel me? And then when he switched it, he called back the, you know, don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truth about you. Going back to when he said that on like the
part 4.
Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah, like like once I heard the whole song, I'm like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's the perfect, because and really, if you look at everything, it really sets the groundwork for the entire beef. The entire song and the entire beef. He kind of tells you, he kind of predicts a lot of stuff, and he tells you a lot of what he's about to do, a lot of why he's doing it.
I'm going to get back to that for the record.
Like, it's so much stuff just in that first like minute. And then it's like the ring entrance. And then the horns come, and then it's like, all right, ding ding, round one.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that middle section beat where he's just going in on everything is like the main rounds, and then the last beat where it gets like kind of grim, where he's where he says, "I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him back?"
Yeah.
Now you get into like, I'm about to knock your ass out now.
Yeah, yeah. Like he really started digging deep, like into his character for real. Like
yeah, and I just think, man, those are perfect songs. One of the best diss tracks ever made. I mean, he went at Drake from every angle.
I still be listening to it.
It's so good, bro.
Yeah, I still be listening to it.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
What is it? The Greats? Just be saying that randomly, bro.
Bro, I can walk around the house. Tell me your cheese. Tell me your cheese.
He set the groundwork for sure. And like everything that he talks about in Euphoria, later on in other songs, he just like expounds on and like, yeah.
He reinforces his shit continuously. It's continuously reinforced from the very first minute of that song to the end of the beef. He's reinforcing everything he's saying against Drake, and it's perfect. So, all right. So after Euphoria, we get the 616.
616.
Now that's Kendrick's kind of response to, or his kind of mirroring Drake when it comes to the Taylor Made freestyle. The way he dropped it on Instagram only. I think later I found out that he can't get the sample cleared, the Al Green sample or something like that. That's why he hasn't actually put it out officially.
Oh, okay.
But it's one of those where, you know, he has the black glove, he has the 616. It's so many entendres with the title, so many different meanings. It's super cryptic. Like I just watched a breakdown of it. I don't know if you know what's the dirt
or what's the dirt. Yeah, I just watched. He be going in,
bro.
That nigga give you all the information you need.
Like he dedicates his life to breaking this shit down. I appreciate
55-minute video.
And it needed it because that's the most, like he said in the video, it's the most cryptic and the most coded. And it's really for Drake. It's specifically for Drake, and it's just like,
even how he rapping in the beginning from Drake's perspective, like he did on Buried Alive and shit like that. Like,
ooh, yeah,
that reference, just going back to that, you know what I'm saying? It's
and then
like,
the fact that 616 is the day that they met.
They met, yeah.
That we later found out that that's the day they met.
Yep.
The flip on the minor shit. 6 versus 60, 6 guys, 16 minors, and so much different shit.
Yeah.
And then there's another thing in that song that first, if you split the song in half, like right in half, like the very halfway point, he switches and starts. So the first part is like him, you know, it's Drake's perspective, then it's him, and then he switches to beef to where he's like, okay, now I'm talking directly to you.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I can see the vibes on act. Like it's this perfect way that he constructs the song, and it's just like, it's kind of scary, bro, because that's when I realized Kendrick, of course he doesn't like Drake, but he also in a weird way wants to help Drake. Like he wants, it's like, I don't want to just destroy you, I want to at least give you a second to like take my hand, like we can
ayahuasca shit.
I can help rehabilitate you, even in Meet the Grams where he's like, I'm the only rapper that can help you or something. You know, I could have really helped you.
Yeah. And
he decided to take it too far, and you know, we see what happens. So I really like that track, and it's got a lot of replay. All these songs have a lot of replay, except Meet the Grams.
Yeah, bro, it's too the fuck is the word?
Disturbing, uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's like I think everybody feel that way. It's like I don't think it's meant to be replayed like that. It's just meant to be scathing. It's meant to make you kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's, and I'm
eerie.
We skipping over Family Matters. We'll go back to Family Matters right now, but that when I heard Meet the Grams is when I was no longer having fun with the beef.
Yeah. He was like, all right, I'm gonna turn this shit off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna head out, y'all. Like y'all fucked it up. Y'all fucked it up. This shit was fun. This shit is not. I remember hitting on my homie like, hey, this ain't fun no more.
Yeah.
I'm watching, because at the end of the day, bro, Drake, for people our age, Drake has been in our lives for most of our lives at this point. And I've been a Drake fan for most of my life at this point. And to hear him get torn up to shreds like this,
it's like damn.
That's
how you get conflicted. It's like you were saying, like, do you really want a Drake album right now? Like in the beginning, it's like, you know,
his songs don't hit the same no more. Like,
right.
So, all right, Family Matters. When you that same night we get 616. In the middle of the day we got the Buried Alive Drake version.
Yeah, so, I thought that was like That was cool.
That was clever.
Like that was cool. That was like I was like okay.
To
like,
hear Drake rap on that is
yeah,
pretty
and
dope.
then the same flow that he did. I was
in a
like,
pine by.
yeah.
Like he really petty for that.
What he
shit,
said, I always said that you was a bitch or something. Yeah.
Like,
I was like, oh, okay, like I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Then Family Matters came with the video.
With the video. First person to, make some visuals.
Yeah, I was like, okay, then so he got the.
That's some supervillain shit, by the way. Like he really was. When I was watching Family Matters, I'm like, this nigga really is a supervillain. He really thinks.
He really.
Like, okay. Like,
yeah, like.
And I was starting to feel bad. I'm like, damn, that Family Matters is so good. It had me kind of like questioning Kendrick for a minute. Obviously, not for that long, but I definitely was questioning.
Nigga only had 30 minutes to question Kendrick.
Shit, that's it.
You know, the van and everything. I'm like, okay, like, is that the van, nigga? Like,
is that a random?
That could be any van, or but it's like, it's like, it's like, it works. You know what I'm saying? It fit. Like, nigga, we beefing right now, nigga. Fuck this van. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was your family van, whether whatever the fuck you was, all your memories. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I really fuck with that third part of the song. Like that beat, that drop, get the juice up in his mouth. No, right now.
Yeah,
like
that part is actually really good.
The beat and his flow in there, I was like, I fuck with that. Like, I think for all of them, or for both of them, with these beat switches and the way that they they change their flows and their voices, especially with Kendrick. Like, we know Drake can, sing and rap and shit like that. But I think what Kendrick does with his voice too is like ridiculous, like almost be going into different characters or just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like
nigga really got different personalities. Almost.
Right, type. Like, and it show in the music, and then with the beat switches.
Yeah,
it's like, oh shit. So that's something I like respect from both of their.
Yeah, I think one cool thing about the beef is they really like had a reason to stretch their muscles.
There you go.
And really show you, why they are who they are. I mean, they're big three for a reason, right? I mean,
like when you watching a superhero movie or whatever, and they throwing all of their powers and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? They showed all of their shit for sure.
I think so 3 beat switches or 3 different beats in Family Matters. The first part, I was just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The who really banging shit, my nigga. Like, okay.
It's like, come on, bro. We know Kendrick ain't never talked about banging the shit. He's always talked about being affiliated. Like, that's
a literal good kid in the Mad City.
Yeah, but I mean, that is like he's literally from there, bro. Like, you a nigga Drake can't talk about gang banging. That's not something that you can rap against Kendrick about. You know what I'm saying? That's not the angle that you want to take.
Not being Drake, being the Canadian actor Drake. No.
Right, no. Nigga. So it's like, and Kendrick is actually like, he has that affiliation because his family, like, when you in LA, nigga, you walk outside, whatever block your motherfucking house is on, nigga. That's kind of who you.
That's the game.
That's the game. That's like, you can't. So I agree with you. Him speaking on that is like, I don't know what he was trying to say. When he even saying like Chris Brown and shit like that, it's like, bro, come on.
Start naming niggas like.
Yeah, like, and then YG was on stage with Kendrick and shit, so it kind of like backfired on him with that too. Like, what did you think? Like, he's LA native. Like, what do you think he gonna
not
take
just LA, but Compton, bro. Like,
like
Compton is like a brotherhood of people who come from absolutely nothing and have made it in the rap game, and they never gonna turn it back on the city, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't know why that angle was kind of.
And so, what you think about the day free and
Baby? Like, I was like, okay, like, it's like, but is it true? Like, it's like all of this shit is speculation. I mean, some of the shit, some of it we've seen or whatever, but a lot of it, especially like that day free shit, like, we don't know for real. Like, how the fuck would we ever know for real? Drake could just be saying some shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, okay, like, he's getting more personal too now. Like, it's like, okay, he's, you gotta pull shit out, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's true or not, I guess sometimes whenever you like in a beef like that, it's like you gotta kind of like cut the legs from under them. You know what I'm saying? From under your opponent. So it's like, okay, I get it, you know, but that's something that we'll never know. It's all speculation. But the
second beat is
beat is more like drill. You know
I love
for
that's
a long
time,
favorite
that was
part?
my favorite part because of the way he was just it was relentless. It was just this relentless flow where he's
going
just
back
going
to back.
in, bro. Like, damn, Drake, like, I didn't know you do this.
Yeah.
And he's talking about everybody.
Yeah, that's the part where he add more people into it.
Yeah, which is also where, in a lot of people's opinion, he fucked up because he took his focus off his opponent. Off an opponent who is ready to take your head off. You cannot take your eyes off of this dude. And even though
I do get from his perspective, it's like, man, all these niggas shooting at me at the same time. It's like, you know, if it's like I get where I could get where he be like, you know, well, damn nigga, like, you know, these niggas saying shit. Well, I could get at you and still get these niggas off of me, like, you know what I'm saying, taking that Thanos approach, kind of like, you know what I mean. I could get that, not spending a whole song like push-ups going at different niggas. But I do get like taking a little time to boom boom, but it's just that back to back that Kendrick did that fucked it up. It's because Kendrick did boom boom, he boom boom with it like
he was too ready. He was too ready. He had already said, I can calculate your moves. The same day all these songs dropped, he literally told them like, I'm calculate. There's people in your camp telling you I'm.
Yeah, he literally told him. He literally told the nigga exactly what he was gonna do. He told us exactly what he was gonna do,
but
and
Kendrick
did it.
Knew. And I think a lot of us knew that Drake is so petty and so self-absorbed.
Petty king for sure.
And he just thinks he really thinks he is Thanos, and he really thinks he thinks he can take care of Kendrick and still respond to these dudes for a second. That's the thing where I sway away from you a little bit because he already responded to these dudes.
In push-ups, yeah.
Yeah, you already responded to them. You already Drake.
And they're not as relevant like Rocky.
No, they're not as relevant. All of them aren't even rappers. One of them is a fucking singer. One of them is a producer.
Yeah.
You do not have to keep responding to these dudes.
Yeah.
And the fact that Euphoria was 6 minutes long, Drake, being the petty king that he is, was like, well, my song's gonna be 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fill it with filler. And
yeah.
There's so much filler, bro. There's so much filler. Like, there's just one part in the song where he's like, shake that ass, bitch. I shake that ass for free.
Yeah.
But my nigga Dave. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Talk about Kendrick. Kendrick.
Bro, I think that's the whole, you know, sexy red shit, kind of going back to that. That's probably why he did that. But I do think taking the focus off of Kendrick kind of like deterred the audience from it. Like, damn nigga, it's one-on-one right now, nigga. Like, fuck all that. So Family Matters was good, and it had people like, I don't want to say swayed, but you know how people are once one person dropped and the next person dropped. It's like, you know, everybody's listening to that.
Yeah, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, exactly.
And I think Kendrick knew that. That's why he dropped immediately.
Literally 30, bro. I'm at Olive Garden, bro. Like, I was leaving Olive Garden. Like, hold on, I know this nigga. I had to stop in the parking lot of Olive Garden and listen to Meet the Grams, and I'm like, my face the whole time was like, oh my God, like, why is this nigga going in on this nigga like this, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God. like, are we crazy serious right now? So
I was stuck in traffic. And I was listening to the Family Matters track, and then, you know, I would click off of it. I'm like, man, I'm ready to like look at people's reactions. So, you know what I'm saying, I refresh
what
YouTube.
People saying, yeah.
Yeah, I'm, you know, whoever live streaming at the time, I'm about to go on Act shit, see what he talking about. And
Act was like, y'all lying. No way he dropped.
His reaction was so good. The way he just melted, bro. He just like, I think he paused it. He's like, we gotta find this nigga
again.
We gotta find this nigga.
Meet the Grams was like.
So what was some of the stuff in Meet the Grams that really you was just like, man, it's too much, or this is
It's, I mean, the kid shit, like you know, like the shit, I mean, that's really it. It's just how long he went in on it. I mean, all of the BBL shit, all of that other shit is like,
in comparison.
In comparison, it's like, you know, that shit is like, God damn. And then he went in on it for some time. Like, he's like going back to it from talking to his son, talking to his mom, talking to his dad, talking to him. It's like
the daughter thing.
It's like, damn.
which I think still a lot of people have kind of said like, oh, that's the one part where Kendrick was like wrong, or the one part where he got misinformation. But I say give it some time. Honestly, bro, I think everything Kendrick said over time will be true.
Will come out to be.
I don't think Kendrick's ever lied in any of his songs, and I don't think this is any different. I don't think he lies.
Yeah, he's so introspective about himself too. Like even with like Mr. Morale and stuff like that.
My
like,
favorite Kendrick album now, by the way.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I really like that one.
I think a lot of people don't give that album a chance because the same reason why they don't listen to Meet the Grams is because I think it kind of like it's just too
much ugly truth. It's too much ugly,
too much
nasty,
ugly
like,
truth, bro. With Mr. Morale, because he's so open,
honest with himself.
Yeah, it kind of like make you be open with yourself. Like you like damn, then look in the mirror and like sometimes you start looking in that mirror, nigga. You be like, damn, I got a mole right there. Like damn, I got a gap. Like damn, I got a unibrow. Like what the
black on my team? Yeah. Hell no.
You start revealing so much about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it like
I've had this conversation so many times with people who don't like Mr. Morale. And I like it more now than now. I liked it when it came out. I like it more now. And it's an album that is literally like holding up a mirror for an hour. And you're just looking at yourself like, fuck.
Yeah.
And it's a therapy session. It's a therapy session in every song. The Father Time song, the Auntie Diaries.
Auntie shit, yeah.
And then the Mother I'm Sober or Mother I Sober, and just all of it, man. I really like it, and I like it because it is kind of uncomfortable, but he has a way. And Kodak Black, the features on there, it's one of my favorite rappers. And I'm just like, Kendrick, I knew somebody. It's just the way he just used Kodak Black, and I was just like, Kendrick gets me, bro. He gets me, and I think the album in a way is for Kendrick, but it's for me. So that's why I like it.
He made that for you.
He made it for me, bro. Like he know.
Sidebar. I fuck with Kodak. I'm on you with bro. Yak. You can't tell me nothing about Yak, bro.
Yeah, like
I fuck with Yak.
I don't like a lot of like street or trap. Like I don't really fuck with like Dirk, even Future. I'm kind of hit or miss with him. But when it comes to like Kodak, he
Yak
different than them, bro.
Yak he gonna give it to you.
He's like the Kendrick of trap.
Of that low key though.
Because he's really introspective, bro.
Very introspective, very honest with himself.
Good beat selection too. Yeah.
And he can actually rap.
That people don't really realize. Cause
he can actually rap. You heard really that song when he was like 14 or some shit? Like when he was young as hell? I gotta show you that bitch if you ain't seen it.
Yeah.
He's young as hell. Shout to Kodak. Shout to Yak, man. I'm glad he like sober and everything now. Like I'm glad he like cool. But yeah, Meet the Grams was it was so grimy, man. Then he backdoored. With fucking Not Like Us. This nigga went back to back twice. Backdoor with Not Like Us.
Damn, going back to back twice is still. It's like going back to back. He went back to back.
He went back to back. Crazy.
That's crazy. Bro.
Crazy. And I think Not Like Us. I think Not Like Us is like. That's the finisher, bro. That's like the people's elbow, the F5, the attitude adjustment, the whatever finisher move, nigga, the Stone Cold Stunner, the pedigree, like.
Hey, I think I agree with you, and I was thinking about this the other day that Meet the Grams was never meant, and because of the content, because of the everything, like Kendrick knew, he's so calculated, he knew that this isn't the song this is the song that, it was a neutralizer. Yeah. It was meant to take Family Matters, Drake's biggest, most scathing,
especially the name, Family Matters, to then now Meet the Grams. That's crazy.
Like, and it completely nullified and neutralized Drake's song, his biggest effort, his finishing move. He neutralized his finishing move, and then did a much bigger, more powerful finishing move on a dude who has nothing left.
Bro. Not Like Us is.
They talking about it's about to win a Grammy,
bro. I'm like,
it's
because it's up, bro. It's up there with stuff like Hit 'Em Up and Ether, and the reason why is because of how big of a hit it became. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they playing that bitch in a club, like all that talk about Taylor Swift. and Not Like Us has been number one since that bitch came out. You feel me? Like, you know, like it's like it showed, cause you know that's Drake's claim to fame, right?
That's the thing you can't take away from.
I got all the number ones, nigga. I'm y'all hip hop niggas not on my level. Only nigga competing with me is Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's considered to be one of the GOATs of rap, because of the hit maker that he is.
The numbers, the fans,
right.
the everything. Like, it's overwhelming, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, obviously, that nigga don't put out enough music to even, you know what I'm saying, to even be considered in that, which I don't think is his goal necessarily, right?
Nah.
But it showed, like, nigga, you want to talk about hits, nigga, I'm gonna dish your ass and make it a motherfucking hit and make it a bop.
Bruh. The fact that he can take that type of subject matter.
That, bro. Certified, bop. Like nigga, you in the club singing that shit, like.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first heard it, I was at work and I had to like go to the restroom real quick. Like, I'm listening to this now.
Yeah.
Where's Ellis at? Hey, I'm
shit.
busy.
Yeah.
But I'm listening to it and I'm jamming. But then I'm hearing the lines and I'm like, gotta stop jamming for a second.
He's still talking about the same shit he's been talking about. He's still bringing the same shit up.
Doubling down, tripling down. And he's super confident with it. He's super swaggy with it. It's like, and now it's to the point where, because at first I'm thinking like, okay, like this is a jam, but there's no way this song can go anywhere. Like look what he's talking about. And boy, was I wrong,
bro.
Like, it's
that shit skyrocketed
into something that it's not just like, it's not really even about Drake no more, which I like, and we'll talk about the pop out.
Yeah.
But he's made it not about Drake no more. He's made it about West Coast unity and hip hop.
Did you really think
unity.
That you were gonna come to my city and be harder than me in my city, nigga? You tripping? Like, it's like Drake took too many angles that I think backfire so much. It's like him thinking that, you know, I'm bigger in your city, or I'm, you know, whatever in your city. It's like, bro, no, you're
like
not.
That Drake has got, bro.
He
as much therapy as Kendrick has probably done, Drake needs more. he really thinks he's. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, because he's been so hot. That nigga has been so hot for
so
bro. Since Best I Ever Had came out, he's shot the fuck up.
Hasn't
bro.
really been no down time. He's continued to put out music. He's continued to do features. You know, he's a machine at this point. He's a money making machine, and
yeah,
I think it got to the point where the dudes around him,
it kind of got to his head a little bit.
It got too much. He started moving way too shiesty to pop out.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. So I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched. Okay. Everybody was like ready for those diss tracks, Euphoria and Not Like Us. And him playing Not Like Us 5 or 6 times, that was crazy, bro. That was just ridiculous, dog. Like 5 times back. But I think it was like, talk about Kendrick being like smart and in tune. I think that was like, that's what everybody wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, it was just like putting the dirt on top of Drake's grave. Like that's really what it was. Like it was his. The pop out, I think, was Drake's funeral, wake, and burial, like all together, like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, I think because I did watch the whole thing, and of course, as soon as Kendrick comes out, I'm like, all right,
here we go.
Is he gonna do the diss tracks? Because this, you know, is it gonna be about the diss, or is it gonna be about? Because obviously it's a 4-hour show, so most of it was just about, you know, showcasing West Coast hip hop,
yeah,
and just hip hop. You feel me? And then when Kendrick comes out, it's like, all right, what's he gonna do? Like, is he gonna do a set? Because he ain't got no album out right now. Is he gonna do Mr. Morale tracks? Is he gonna do his greatest hits? Or is he just gonna do all diss tracks and go home?
Yeah. What's gonna be the track list, basically?
And then starting with that Euphoria, we just like, oh shit, like he's not playing around. He's not beating around the bush. He's doing this. He did everything except Family Matters, which we talked about why Family Matters probably
Meet the Grams, you mean?
Yeah. I'm tripping. Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
He did even 6. I wasn't expecting that one. 616 in LA. But he did Euphoria first, went in on it. The performance was crazy. Did all his regular, you know, his big hits. He brought out Schoolboy, brought out Black Hippie.
Yeah.
Brought out Dr. Dre, did some shit with him, and then with the Not Like Us, doing the first verse, stopping on A minor and just doing the little dance.
Doing it back again.
Then running it back, then running it back again, and then by the fourth time he had everybody on stage.
Everybody on stage.
Then did it again, and then unofficial sixth time was, you know, just playing the instrumental on, you know, as the show ended.
Yeah.
Which I think was premeditated. I think he played it. I think that six was purposeful.
Yeah.
And he did say, you know, when he got everybody on stage, take the picture, like, hey, this is what this was about. It wasn't about no back and forth records. This is what this is supposed to be about. And I think the pop out it does two things. It buries Drake to where, okay, we done with that shit. We done with that. I said what I had to say. He's done for. And now we're going to celebrate hip hop. We're going to celebrate the West Coast. We're going to celebrate hip hop. And I mean, he couldn't have did it any better, bro. Like, even the fit he had on, I was wondering why he wearing the hot ass jacket.
It's like
but
Pac.
but it's because
Reference
to Pac. So it makes sense. And then, you know, we see him shooting the video. I think it was the very next day, or maybe 2 days later.
Yeah.
Now it's not about Drake. Now we're not even talking about Drake no more. Now it's just King Kendrick.
Yeah.
Standing alone, like he said, it's just big him. And it really will be
last man standing.
Just big him. And if he has an album coming out this year, oh man, it's over with.
If he come out with an album, and the album is the usual Kendrick shit, this nigga will probably solidify himself as like top 5 all time, like right now, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that brings me to a
Jay-Z and Nas, Pac and
Biggie,
Drake and Kendrick. Them the 3 right there.
Everybody else had their beefs or whatever, but this is like
because it's the two top niggas.